Welcome back to Be Fluent in Russian podcast. It's a second episode with my lovely wife, Victoria.
Hi, guys.
And today we will follow up on our previous session, which is when we talked about, let's put our phones on silent. I'll see if it's your phone. Put the phone down. We've talked about Victoria's journey and her Russian learning process. I've given you homework. We've talked, and today is the second session, so we're going to see how much of the homework that you have done, how much you have improved.
Okay.
And if this is your first time tuning into our podcast with Victoria, guys, she's learning Russian, and I'm giving her homework, giving her feedback. But the good thing about this podcast is that you can follow along. We post all of this stuff in that Telegram channel in the description to this podcast. You can join it and see. We have the homeworks kind of titled, okay, episode number 1, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Episode number 2, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So you can follow this homework as well if you're learning Russian yourself. Okay? So go to our Telegram channel to find all of that there. And now, let's get into our learning, Victoria.
Okay.
So how was your week when it comes to your Russian, you would say?
Are we still speaking English? Or
English.
Okay.
We'll speak Russian when I kind of say it.
Yeah. I think my learning definitely improved. Even reading the first task of you explaining how we met, I understood a lot of it, but then some words I was like, what the heck is he trying to say? And then when I translated it, I understood. And I realized that when I read or when somebody else is speaking, I understand what they're saying based off of the words. I don't really look at it, the structure of the sentence, and understand. But because I understand some words, I can put the sentence together, which is what I really want to work on.
What do you mean work on? You don't
No, because I want to just understand exactly what they're saying instead of having to put different words that they said, like if someone said...
So you mean you want to understand 100% of it?
100%, because I find myself understanding, but only because I put this word together. I put this word together, and I'm like, oh, this is what they're trying to say.
Oh, you're piecing it together.
Yes.
Because you know the truth of what happened. Because what she's referring to, guys, is that I've talked about how we met in college.
Yes.
And because you know exactly what happened, you can piece it together.
Yes.
Because you know the facts.
Exactly.
But if you didn't know the facts, then you couldn't probably understand, right?
For example, when you got to the end of the of you talking about how we met, and you said, well, this was the first time Victoria claimed that we met, but really I don't remember. I remember this time, but because I was like, what? What is he trying to say? But I know the story, I understood.
Right, got it. So
that annoys me a lot, because I'm just like, if I did not know the context, if I did not know the person, then I would just be standing there asking them to repeat it again. Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. Okay, but did you add the words that you didn't know in your...
Of course.
Okay.
Of course I did. You saw me practicing before we went to sleep. Turn the light off, baby. What are you doing?
Yeah. So... That's really the only thing that you can do right now. Of course, you have a lot of unknown words to you, and that's okay. Even to me, there's a lot of unknown words, in Russian. But to you, I can only imagine, and for other people as well listening, there's pretty much think of the whole Russian language, all the words that are there, right?
Yeah.
Think of it as like a huge iceberg. Well, actually, let's say it's a huge piece of cheese. Okay.
Why would you use cheese? You know I'm lactose.
So it's a huge piece of cheese, and by each time you learn new words, you bite off a little bit of it, and it's huge. You cannot get it all at once, but you slowly bite on it each time with each new word.
Rat?
Like a rat, yeah. And in some time, you'll get all of it. Okay. You'll understand it all. But it's just one bite at a time. Your Russian is your big piece of cheese. Okay?
Oh my gosh, I guess.
Yeah. So, and right now you maybe are only in the beginning of it, but that's why you don't understand some words that I have used that might be a bit more complex.
Exactly, but
that's okay. What I'm saying is, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's nothing that you do wrong. It's not like it's a grammar rule that you just learn it
of course,
and then you know it forever. it's a gradual process. And what
Right.
you're doing right now with the Anki is the way to go, really.
Oh, yeah. And I realize, guys, what helps me now, what I did not do before, is I put the Russian word first. Because sometimes these Russian words are so long, my brain does not remember vestitis and all that is hard for me to remember.
Right.
So sometimes when the Russian word is too long, I put the word on the flashcard, the Russian word first. And then I put
The translation.
Yes,
So
behind
instead
it.
of guessing the Russian word, you have to guess the translation.
yes, but I only do that when it's a word that I can't remember because it helps me recognize it in sentences and helps me
Okay.
remember that when someone's talking. So
Okay,
that's
so-
just for me if
Right, if it helps.
yeah, if it helps.
Gotcha. Well, that's one thing.
Yeah,
So what else? How else was your week?
good.
Homework, all of that. What did you find to be useful or
Oh
interesting?
yeah, I actually have a few questions for you.
Oh yeah, we can
Uh,
get to that. Yeah.
Okay,
Go
okay.
ahead.
Now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So when I was reading the paragraph that you wrote on how we met, I realized that I keep struggling with the difference between poznakomilis and vestitis because you used it 3 times or more,
Right.
and I was like, don't they both mean met?
So poznakomilis is met for the first time. Is think of it as got acquainted to each other. Like my name is Victoria. Oh, my name is Fedor. That's poznakomilis.
But when I looked at the translation, both of them said get acquainted. To get acquainted.
Okay, so poznakomilis is only going to be we got acquainted. I introduce myself, you do the same. Fedor, Victoria, hey, how are you? All that. Встретились has multiple meanings. Встретились mainly is встретиться means to meet a person. For the first
Okay.
time, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, doesn't matter. Let's say we're going to the restaurant.
Okay.
And I can say, давай встретимся у кафе.
Okay.
Let's meet at the cafe. Okay, let's meet. I already know your name. I know who you are. Let's meet at the cafe and go somewhere.
Oh, that's why when you explained the paragraph, when you first talked about us, you said poznakomilis.
Познакомились means we got acquainted.
For the like,
My name is Fedor. My name is Victoria. That's what it means.
and you only use that for when you first meet someone.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So let's
I've
say
been using vestitis when I talk about us. So say if I
so.
want.
So встретились is kind of more general. You can also say for the first time that we met, we also встретились. We met.
Скажи по-русски можно.
One.
Say it in Russian because.
One. The whole thing.
Yes,
look,
because
okay.
in English it's different.
No, it's fine. So познакомились is only to get acquainted, introduce yourselves. Think of познакомиться as to introduce oneself or introduce two people.
Okay.
But встретились is to meet. Now, meet can be I met you for the first time. We can also use встретились. Мы встретились в ресторане. We
Oh
met at
my
the
gosh,
restaurant.
okay.
For the first time we met at the restaurant, right? But then I can also say the same thing about meeting my friend in like 2 hours. Мы встретимся в магазине. We'll meet
At the store.
at the store.
Okay.
I know my friend for like 10 years, but we're gonna meet in one location. That's what встретиться means.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
More general for meeting.
Okay.
While as познакомиться is more specific to getting acquainted.
So when in doubt, use vestitis.
Yeah. Because exactly.
Okay.
But let's say a phrase. Давай познакомимся. Let's get acquainted. Давай. Let's
Познакомиться.
познакомимся. Conjugate it.
Познакомимся. Okay.
Let's get acquainted. Let's say you're at a restaurant, you see some person, you come up to them and say, давай познакомимся. Let's get acquainted. I like the way you look, maybe the appearance.
Like, let's get to know each other.
What's your name?
Yeah.
Kind of stuff like that. Yeah.
Got it.
So
Oh, I should have asked you that a long time ago because I only realized now that, oh, shoot, there might be a difference. I don't know why when you spoke to me years ago, I didn't
Right.
realize there could have been a difference. So,
yeah.
That clears it up, definitely.
And see that question?
Yeah.
You would have never thought of it just flipping through flashcards or actually
Never.
watching a movie or some series.
Yeah.
Because you hear them, you understand it, you move forward. The actual difference is when you have to use it.
Yes.
That's when you have to know all the details.
Yes, you're right, because for years I've been using poznakomilis.
Right.
And even when I was on set, I was saying poznakomilis for everything. And
Right.
I'm like, oh my, now I'm like, I was probably
Saying it all wrong.
sounds so ignorant.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
But what I was trying to say with that is that for everybody listening right now, you cannot just learn Russian by just consuming it,
That's true.
by
yeah.
watching it, reading it, all that stuff. You're only taking what's already there. You also have to put your Russian out. You also have to learn learn through creating sentences and creating things. Consumption is good, but you have to try for yourself to get these kind of questions answered. Because then you will look into, okay, what's the difference between this and that? And you can ask a native like me. You have that chance, Victoria. Somebody may not, but you can look that up and things like that. So
Right.
you have to put into practice too.
Right.
All right, what's the next
Okay.
question?
I only have 2 more questions, and
Okay,
then we
cool.
can get into speaking Russian
Sure.
because I don't want people to get too bored
Yeah, that's fine, that's
with
fine.
my questions. The second thing that I realize it's a beginner mistake that I am making is when you use себя at the end of the sentence versus моя or мой. I know that's grammar rules, but I'm
It's
struggling
fine.
with it. Like, I think in the paragraph you said, I forget what you said, but
Let me see. I'm
yeah,
gonna pull that up right now.
yeah. I
Go
think I
ahead.
have it. I think I also have it on my phone as well, or in my notes. I think you said, should I read it in Russian, or you want to read it?
No, I want to find it.
Okay, it's at the sentence where you say, потом говорила завтрак. Oh wait, no. Are these my sentences?
Probably yours. I cannot find
Oh no, these are my sentences. Oh my gosh.
So
okay.
it's fine.
So listen, I was writing my sentences. Sorry, my bad. I was writing my sentences, and when I translated them to get the correct answer, it made me put себя. And I was like, what the heck? Why is it себя?
Right. Let me see your work. Can I
So,
see it?
yeah. Here you go.
So
Look at the bottom sentences. And then you would use Fedora. I think it's genitive case.
Так.
That I'm-
Завтрак для Федора и для себя. Okay, I see. I
Is
see.
that
Yep.
genitive case that
Okay.
I'm messing up?
Cases, whatever.
Okay.
It's gonna come in time. I think once you can express yourself extremely well, then we can work about
Okay.
cases, really.
Okay.
So, okay, I see it now. Я готовлю завтрак, I'm cooking breakfast, для Федора, for Fedor, и для себя, and for myself.
Right.
So,
Why can't you know how in English we say
yes,
me?
for me.
Right.
So, okay. Для себя means for myself. So, anything, you cannot say для меня. Для меня is, so, okay.
And you know, I wanted to bring this specific issue up because whenever I talk to your parents, I always say de la
Для меня.
de меня.
So, okay, для меня is not really a mistake per se.
Oh,
People would still understand what you mean. It's just not like a native thing, I guess. So we can kind of differentiate between the two. One, it's still, the reason why I say it's not a mistake is because every single person would still understand what you mean.
Baby, I know,
But it's still a mistake technically.
when I translate it, it's saying
Right.
it's wrong.
Yeah. So what I'm the reason why I'm saying that is that I don't want you to worry that you are not like making a proper statement. You know, people will still understand. you.
Got it.
So,
Okay.
but the actual difference between the two is that себя. So, себя we have this self. How can I describe it? So we have this traveling meaning words. There are two of them: себя and свой. So свой
Yep, I
means
messed
my
that
own.
one up. Yep, I messed that one up
So свой can mean my own, your own, his own, their own.
too. Okay.
It's when the subject is the same as whose the object is, we use свой. So, let me give you an example.
Oh gosh. Okay, give
Hold
me
on.
an example.
Hold on.
Everybody
I'm-
listening. Hold up, because
I
I'm
don't
confused
understand.
too.
So, for example, я забыл свой телефон.
I forgot,
forgot
my...
my-
Oh,
My phone. I forgot my phone. Я забыл свой телефон.
okay.
I cannot say я забыл мой телефон. I cannot. Because свой is mine and я is also I. I'm gonna do it slower, okay.
Okay,
So-
a little slower.
So,
I know this is basic beginner, but
It's not. It's actually
okay.
pretty advanced
I
stuff.
keep forgetting.
It's pretty advanced stuff.
Okay.
So svoj can mean mine. Svoj is gonna take on the meaning of the subject.
Okay.
Let me start there. Svoj will take on the meaning of the subject. If I'm doing the action, svoj means mine. If you're doing the action, svoj means yours.
Okay, got it.
If he is doing the action, svoj means his. Okay?
Okay.
So if I say я забыл свой телефон, свой is going to mean mine. I forgot my phone.
Okay.
Okay? If we just change the first one, ты забыл свой телефон, what is that going to mean?
You forgot your telephone.
Your phone.
Yes.
So see how it went from my phone to your phone?
Yes.
But свой didn't change.
Why didn't? Because it's taking the action of the subject.
It's taking the meaning of the subject.
Okay.
It has a traveling meaning. Pretty much
Okay.
what it means is that it can change the meaning depending on the subject of the sentence.
Good God Almighty.
Okay.
Okay.
There's some noise coming from the outside. I'm gonna close the window. So do you understand? Do you understand it? Like, is it easier to understand that way? If I slow it down a little bit?
Yeah, I think it definitely is easier to understand because I'm tired of making that mistake.
That's okay. Again, this is a very advanced mistake, you know? It's like
Okay.
we gotta fix it. That's all.
I don't know why I think it's beginner. I guess
It's
because
not.
Savoy you learn in the beginning, like when you're learning Russian.
Well, maybe it's just a common word. That's why.
Okay.
Now, let me ask you a question. If I say он забыл свой телефон, what is that gonna mean?
He forgot your. No, wait. He forgot my telephone.
Nope.
Wait, say it again.
Он забыл свой телефон.
He forgot your telephone.
Nope.
OMG, okay.
Who is the person doing the action?
He owned
So whose phone is it?
his.
He forgot his phone.
Oh no. But why is it after?
What
Okay,
after?
wait.
So if I say я забыл свой телефон, I forgot my phone. Ты забыл свой телефон. You forgot your
Your
phone.
phone.
Он забыл свой телефон. He forgot his phone.
I understand.
Okay?
Okay.
So
Okay.
svoj is going to have that traveling meaning because the meaning will be adaptable
Got it.
to whoever is doing the action.
Yeah, we never went over this before.
Never. Well, I kind of made a video I think about that a little while
Yeah, you
ago.
probably did. Yeah.
Or I have explained it too much, like a lot of times to our students in the private chats and things like that.
Yeah.
So maybe like I think that I made a video, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's actually another one.
Okay.
Они забыли свой телефон.
They forgot their telephone.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
that's correct.
I was like,
So whoever's the subject, that's what svoj is gonna
I
morph into.
understand. Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
So now let's add a second layer to it.
Okay.
Мой. Мой is not a traveling meaning. It's not a morphing meaning. It's always going to mean my. So if I say я забыл мой телефон, I forgot my phone. Ты забыл мой телефон. What does it mean?
You forgot my telephone.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Они забыли мой телефон. What does it mean?
They forgot my telephone.
Yes.
You should have been told me this, baby. I've
So,
been using this
it's
wrong
fine.
for a long time.
So it doesn't matter what the subject is anymore
I understand.
because moi will always be mine.
Oh, moi will always be mine. Okay.
Okay?
This
But-
is why you're a good teacher. And this is why we're on this podcast.
Third layer of this topic.
Okay.
So number one was the svoj changes the meaning. Moi will always stay the same. The third meaning, I cannot say я забыл мой телефон.
Right.
Because if the rule is this, if I can replace мой with svoj and it still will make perfect sense, I have to do it.
Okay. I understand, yeah.
So why is я забыл мой телефон incorrect?
Because my is not going to move to the subject. My is always going to stay as my. So I forgot my telephone.
What should I say instead?
Savoy, like you just said.
So how would you say it?
Я забила свой telephone.
Yes.
I forgot my telephone.
Yes.
Because usually when we're at home, every time we're about to leave, oh, that's something different.
You'd be asking
I would
me,
say, где...
где мой телефон is different.
Yeah, that's different. That's
Victoria is
different.
referring to something.
Sorry.
Где мой телефон?
Yeah,
And that's
yeah,
the
yeah.
correct question though, because there's no subject there.
Right.
There's no ya
I just
in
answered
it.
my question
Yeah.
in my head.
So the
But-
third layer is pretty much this: if Savoy and moi mean the same thing in a sentence, we always go for Savoy.
Because it makes better sense because it's traveling and moves
Yes.
with the subject. I
Yes.
understand, baby.
So if the sentence is Ты забыл твой телефон, is it correct?
Wait, you forgot your telephone. Tvoj. Yes.
Is it correct?
Wait. Yes, it's correct.
Why?
Because tvoj, T and tvoj is
Mhm.
you. So
Okay.
that's why it would be correct because tvoj, saboj. Right? No.
You're not making any conclusions. So,
I thought
ты
it would-
забыл твой телефон, if I'm trying to say you forgot your phone. Ты забыл твой
Yes,
телефон.
I would say tvoj. I would say tvoj.
If I say ты забыл свой телефон, would the meaning change there?
Oh, blin. Yes, the meaning would change.
Why? How?
Wait, can we answer the question first?
So-
Tavoy. I think Tavoy would be right because you cannot say T. You cannot say T.
No,
you forgot.
It's different.
Okay.
Ты забыл твой телефон, if I'm saying you forgot your phone,
Yeah.
it will be incorrect. Because I can replace твой with свой.
So it's always going to be placed with Savoy.
Yes.
Oh,
But if I
gee.
say я забыл твой телефон, it will be
I
correct.
forgot your phone.
Because if
That's what I was thinking.
if I use я забыл свой телефон, that would mean I forgot my phone, not yours.
Okay.
So it's a bit
It's
complicated.
a bit complicated.
So I would say see it's like we understood the first layer, second layer is easy.
Yeah, but the
Third is
third
a bit
layer
hard.
is I would have to practice.
And that's because you're not comfortable with the first two yet.
Yes.
Like it's not second nature to you just yet. So adding more complexity is like, oh wait, hold on now.
Yeah, everybody listening is hold up. What?
Yeah. But if you're listening right now and you're more advanced and you already know svoj, moi, and all of that, then just know that if I guess I can explain to people, not to you necessarily.
Yeah.
So if you don't understand, it's fine. If I say я забыл твой телефон, that's correct because I forgot your phone. It makes sense. I cannot say svoj here because if I said it, that would be I forgot my phone, right? I'm trying to say that I forgot your phone. Shoot, let's go back to the house. I forgot your phone there. But if I say ты забыл твой телефон for you forgot your phone, it's incorrect because if I said ты забыл свой телефон, it would still make perfect sense.
Got it.
So it's just like a minor thing. But now, moving on to себя actually. Себя was what you use in a sentence. Себя is the same thing. Себя and свой, they have the same characteristics. They're traveling meanings. They're morph into other things. So для себя means for myself.
Yes, I always knew what that meant. It's just when I structure it into a sentence,
Right.
it's not correct.
Okay, so if you do something
Yes.
for yourself, use для себя.
Okay.
If I do something for myself, okay, for example, ты готовила для себя.
I cooked breakfast for myself.
Just
Or I
cooked
cooked
for yourself,
yeah.
for myself, right? If I say ты готовил для себя, you cooked for yourself. Он готовил для себя, he cooked for himself.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
The best way to think about себя is self. I cooked for self. Kind of means that I cooked for myself, right?
Okay,
You wouldn't say
yeah.
that I cooked for self means I cooked for you. You know, it doesn't make sense.
Right.
If I say он готовил для себя, he cooked for self. Also kind of means that he cooked for himself, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of clear. So себя just means self.
Okay.
We just don't say it like that in English. That's why it's a bit confusing.
Right.
So
and that's why I keep getting the structure wrong.
no, it's fine. Yours is the third layer that we didn't quite get to
Okay.
today. But once you start using this stuff, you will see it in practice, see it in examples. So we shouldn't
Yeah.
dive too much into grammar right now because
Yeah.
it's not gonna make a difference.
Right.
I don't think.
Yeah. Well, that's good
Practice
enough.
is needed.
Yeah, practice is definitely needed there, and that's why I made those mistakes in my sentences, as you can see.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
But that's literally all the questions I had
Okay.
from the topic that you discussed. But
Is this all your homework?
yeah, that's just all my
We're gonna
notes.
have to post this on Telegram, right?
No, don't post my work.
Why
My-
not?
Because it's like personal on what I do in a day.
But how would I? Okay.
Okay. How about this?
How about this? People need to see your mistakes, so maybe if they have them, they also can fix them. And I can take a photo of this and give corrections to each like line.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure. Okay.
It's kind of important. Well, actually,
We can.
because with just talking right now, they won't see what you
Yes.
wrote.
How about, since we talked about this today,
Okay.
they can see a little bit about my life, and
Okay.
then next time when I structure my sentences,
You
I
won't be
won't
too
go
personal.
into
Cool.
too personal because it's my notebook.
Okay, cool. Not a problem. Of course.
Yeah.
Understandable.
But
But thank you for giving me the permission. I'll do
yeah,
that.
whatever.
So I would say that instead of me checking your work right now, like I said, it's
Let's dive into Ruski.
yes,
Говори.
and then I will just do it in the chat, and you can also see it in the chat.
Perfect.
Because I have to mark spelling stuff and all of that too.
Okay.
Okay. So now, and guys, please, like I mentioned in the beginning, join our Telegram channel. It's if you just type in the search bar of the Telegram, you just type in "Be Fluent in Russian" all together, no spaces. You'll find our Telegram there, and you will see the homework that Victoria has done and my feedback to it as well. But now let's get into speaking. Let's see how much you've improved over this last week, and starting now. Хорошо?
Okay. I'm a little nervous, but okay.
All right.
Are you gonna ask me questions and then I answer?
Да.
Okay, let's see.
Let's start with Russian right now.
Okay.
Do you have homework or do you have vocab prepared? or
No,
something to
I don't
answer?
have vocab prepared, but for just one topic I want to talk about later, I
Хорошо.
do have vocab
Хорошо.
prepared. But for
Okay.
everything else, I don't.
Let's go.
Okay.
Как прошла твоя неделя?
Нормально.
Что ты делала?
А у тебя?
У меня хорошо. Что ты делала?
Я работала очень много.
Мгм.
Я преподаватель тоже.
Окей, хорошо.
Но новая преподавателя.
Новый преподаватель.
Новый
Преподаватель.
преподаватель.
Мгм.
И у меня есть новая студент.
Мгм. Новые студенты. Много, да?
Да, у
Новые
студенты. Because
новые студенты.
потому что это plural.
Да.
Because it's plural.
Студенты.
Студенты.
Да.
Но после работать
Мгм.
я выстрелилась.
Встретила.
Встретила новая друзья.
Мгм.
Но они очень интересно,
Мгм.
очень добрый,
Мгм.
смешной.
Мгм.
Но все.
Мгм. Хорошо.
И ты?
У меня работы тоже было много, но у меня нет много студентов. У меня есть видео, подкасты. Мы с моим другом Лешей мы записали подкаст про английский язык. Мы учим английскому языку тоже. Леша учит английский язык, и как ты, мы тоже разговариваем, мы учим английский вместе. И у меня много было работы с этим на прошлой неделе. И также я много играл в компьютер.
Конечно,
Потому что-
всегда.
Да, потому что у меня не было много работы, у меня было, может быть, 8 часов в день. 8 часов каждый день я работал.
8 часов. О, хорошо.
Поняла?
Да.
Да. И потом играл, потому что ты работала, мы не могли разговаривать,
Да.
мы не могли ничего сделать, потому что у тебя много работы, и у меня было много времени. И я играл в компьютер. Мы играем в игру, она называется «Побег из Таркова». Escape from Tarkov.
О, это игра?
Игра, да. Игра очень интересная. Мы играем с друзьями, я и 2 моих друга.
Не Dota Scripts?
Нет, доту тоже немного. Но много в Тарков. Тарков это новая игра.
Да, хорошо.
И
Интересно.
все.
О, нет, и вчера говорили, потому что это говорили с мамой.
С мамой.
С мамой.
Ты говорила с мамой по-русски?
Да, по-русски.
Молодец.
Я думаю, я говорила лучше, потому что она была shocked. Как shocked по-русски?
Удивлена.
Удивлена.
Surprised.
Да.
Удивлена.
Потому что она сказала новые слова, и я понимала.
Да.
И она сказала, что молодец!
Да.
Я говорила очень быстро.
Да.
Но я очень рада сейчас, потому что я посмотрим как бы improvement.
You see
I see improvement.
Я вижу. Посмотрим is only used to say we'll see.
I always forget this.
Yeah. Посмотрим is like, we'll see.
Да.
Посмотрим.
Я
вижу, I see. Я вижу, right now I see. Я вижу тебя, I see you.
Right.
Я вижу прогресс.
Прогресс, да.
Прогресс.
Я вижу прогресс. Но дела домашнее задание я посмотрим. No.
Посмотрим is only we will see.
Я
Смотрела.
Да. Я смотрела интересное видео, интервью в Елена Кенга. Да.
По-русски Ханга.
Ханга, да. Елена Ханга. Сейчас я писала чуть-чуть новые слова. Что я понимала интервью.
Хорошо.
Понимаешь меня или нет?
Да.
Хорошо. Она русская и писательница.
Русская? Что это такое? Русская?
Да.
Русская. Russian.
Да.
Русская.
Она русская и писательница.
Писательница.
Новое слово для меня.
Писательница.
Писательница.
Писатель is a writer. Писатель.
Писатель?
Да. Like писать.
Oh, okay.
Писатель.
Писатель.
And then when you add ница, it's feminine.
Oh,
Писательница.
okay. Писательница.
Писательница. Да. Yeah.
Писательница.
Like if I was a writer, I would say я писатель.
And I would say я писательница.
Да.
Got it.
Молодец.
И журналист. Я читала книга before. Как?
Раньше.
Легко слова.
Да, легкое, да.
Раньше я читала книга, ее книга. Раньше жевала Россия. Before
we lived in Russia?
Hold on, my English is going faster in my head and my Russian is going slow.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh gosh.
So before we lived in Russia, you read it?
Yes, hold on. So let me say, раньше мы жевали Россия.
Good. I mean, it was. It
I
makes
know
sense.
I messed up. I know I messed up.
But раньше means earlier.
I wanted to say before.
До.
Oh my gosh.
До is before something.
Yes.
Раньше means before. That's it. Before. Earlier.
Right.
So раньше would be earlier. Okay.
So if I
read it earlier.
No, I want to say до. Я читала.
No, я читала книгу до.
Oh.
And then we lived in Russia.
Okay, я читала. Yes, so it has to be correct.
It has to be before something.
Okay.
You can't just put до in the beginning.
Right.
And then what was before?
Okay. So я читала до книга.
Я читала книга до.
Читала книга до. Жевала Россия.
Mm-hmm.
Or Россией.
It's fine.
Россия.
So that one has to be like the full correct one would be я читала книгу до того как
Да.
мы жили в России. It's
Okay.
just again, don't worry about it.
Yes.
Don't worry about it at all. But if you guys have the same issue, it's when we have a complex sentence. It's when we have two things. I read the book before I did something else. It's a
Yes.
complex sentence. There's
Yes.
multiple subjects and verbs going on. So the structure is до того как.
До того как.
Yeah,
Okay.
before the fact that. In English, it's very easy. Before I came here, that's it. You just simply say before and you go on. In Russian, it's a bit different. It's a bit more complicated structure. Before the fact that,
Yes.
and then you go on. До того как.
Но до того как. Но я
До
нужно...
того как мы жили в России.
Окей. До того как мы жили в России.
Да.
Окей.
Да. You can go on.
Да, потому что я нужно... No, мне нужно новая трудная слова, потому что я знаю много легко слова, но потому что я видела интервью, очень-очень трудно, потому что Елена Ханга, native speaker по-русски.
Носитель.
Носитель. Она русская и африканская. Африканка. Но когда она говорила по-русски, очень красивая.
Да?
Но это не...
Она журналист. Ей
Да.
нужно хорошо разговаривать.
Да,
красиво
конечно,
разговаривать.
конечно. Но поэтому не сатадо.
Не что?
How
Сатадо?
do you say? Они была никого subtitles. There was no subtitles.
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 Поэтому, wait, you said because there was no subtitles.
No, I want to say there. Oh, yes, because there was no subtitles, I translated.
Потому что не было.
Не было.
Потому что because
Блин, трудно.
не было, there was no.
There was no.
And subtitles, субтитры.
Субтитры.
Субтитры. Yeah.
Да, I
Молодец.
translated myself.
Молодец.
Yes.
Хорошо.
Трудно для меня.
Да.
Очень трудно.
Ничего страшного.
Потому что я нужно много
Say
практика.
the sentence again.
Окей. Потому что мне нужно си,
Да.
how do you say си?
Видишь?
Видишь.
Видишь.
Видишь. Я знаю,
Как правильно.
как правильно. Блин.
It's fine.
Что я делаю сегодня?
Да, нормально.
Я не подумает ничего.
Да. Нормально. I think that's enough.
Да.
I see you struggling. You're low on energy right now. You're exhausted. Your Russian bank.
Да, потому что я работаю
Да.
утром.
Да, it's fine. No, you spoke pretty well. I think that because you spoke about something that you didn't speak before. That the words that you do know, you have to think about them. Oh, what does it? How to say this? How to say that? Like you have to actually think about them, and that's what Anki and other vocabulary building apps really help with. Like you do that thinking then, so whenever you talk, you don't have to think anymore. You can just
Yes.
bam, bam, bam.
And I didn't want to just have this podcast to just read fluently and have something prepared. So if you guys hear me struggling, it's because like I'm really thinking off of the top of my head.
That's how you would be if somebody stopped you on the street.
Yeah.
Like, no prep work, nothing.
That's how I am when I go to a Russian grocery store and I'm holding up the line and people are staring at me.
Yeah.
I'm just embarrassed.
No, this is good. I think that the way you spoke was good. You were making statements and sentences without knowing all the words. You were still saying them right. You was not perfectly correct.
Yeah, of course.
But you still made sense. And that's most important.
Yeah.
You know, that you're making sense. I understood all the things that you're trying to say.
Yes.
Even though it's on the basic level, mistakes, who cares? If I understood it, that's perfect.
Yes, but I like when you correct me because I remember my mistakes.
Yeah.
And I will remember hopefully not to make it next time.
Yeah.
Because now I feel like, I did a crap job. But when I talked to your mom, I felt so good this weekend. But
Right.
so yeah, it's just a work in progress. Some days I sound
100%.
so great speaking, and then other days
Yeah.
I'm just like, I did not remember anything.
Right.
And if you guys feel like that, it's okay.
Yes. Sometimes you feel like inspired and the muse is right on your shoulder and and she's telling you everything how to say it.
Yes.
But sometimes it's not. But that's why we're here, to get those moments.
Yes, and that's why you gave. I know you said for homework you wanted us to find something with subtitles, but
Mhm.
a lot of the shows that offer subtitles, it's easy to understand
Right.
for me.
Mhm.
So when I actually find an interview that's only in Russian and I translate it myself with Google Translate, I learn more like this.
Right.
So if you
Yeah.
are more intermediate level, I would definitely recommend that, using your phone to translate the words that you don't know,
Right.
and then continue.
And that's really key. What you said is perfect. Is that I can give any homework, but if it doesn't make sense to you, why do it? So
Right.
you kind of modified it to whatever the best is for you. And so if you guys are listening as well, and this stuff is too hard, modify it to when it's easy for you, or easier, or more
Yes.
like challenging, versus just being way too much. But
Yes.
good talking. I think that was good enough. I don't have any homework prepared right now because I didn't know how this talk was gonna
Yeah,
go.
of course.
But I will send it all on the Telegram so you can see it too.
Okay.
And so you guys can listen, you can see it as well, as like I mentioned 10 times already.
Whoa! What is that?
So you guys can see it in Telegram as well and follow along. What you laughing at?
I'm laughing because now you're struggling in English and I was struggling in Russian.
So I'll post it there. I will think about it. I have one thing though that I've noticed this time versus the other one. You were struggling with adjectives. Новая слова.
Yes.
It should be новые.
Yes.
Then красивая versus красивые.
Yeah, I
all
hate that.
So that's gender of adjectives.
Yes.
I'll give you a few tasks on that. I'll give you a few grammar things. That's just something that you practice it and then it's automatic. So it's not like you are messing up. You know how to say it. If you were given a few moments to think,
Yes.
probably would have said it properly. But
Yes,
because
but
it's
I'm just
fast,
trying to get it out.
and that's perfect.
Okay.
But we have to train it so that your subconscious
Right.
knows it. Right now, your conscious knows it,
Yeah.
but subconscious forgets it.
You're right.
So,
yeah.
but that's it. Thank you so much for joining me again, Victoria. It was fun. Молодец,
I
good
hope
job.
I did all right.
You did good. You did great. So, guys, thank you for listening. Join our Telegram chat, but more importantly, closer to, I guess, the start of this date of right now is our Be Fluent Camp. We start on January 9th.
Yes.
And you, Victoria, have gone through our programs as well.
I go through all of them.
Yeah. So
I fail right with you guys.
join our Be Fluent Camp with the link in the description. It's our 8-week intensive course where we do a lot of what we do right now with Victoria. Learn grammar, learn vocabulary, learn how to speak and all of that. And also, if you want me to give you feedback, just like I'm giving it to Victoria, join our camps. We do have packages for you where I can talk to you, message you. We can get on the phone together. So if you want the same experience that you're hearing right now, with you personally, join our camp with the first link in the description. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We start on January 9th, 2023. But if you're listening to this later than that, we have 2 camps per year. So click on the link and you will see the closest start date to whenever you're listening. And that's it.
Yep, you won't regret it. Hopefully you will do the camp and speak better than me, guys.
And we will see you next week. Tune in for the homework in that Telegram chat. Find the link also in the description. And learn with Victoria.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Пока-пока.
Пока.